Hey, just see if someone jumps on. If not, never mind. And if I look like I'm looking away from the camera, it's because the camera's right here, but it's sideways, and I can't. You're looking at yourself, and you can't. Yeah. So if I'm looking away, it's because the camera's on its side. Ugh. Got building work going on outside, if you can hear it. Never mind. So today, just a quick live video. I'm going to focus more on my eyebrows because last time I didn't do them. So, and I might focus a bit more on just the eye area in general. And still do the same routine that I do all the time with my base. Again, I still haven't got the unique foundation because in this heat I just don't think at the moment I really need any foundation in particular. I'll probably wait until the end of the month and then I'll spoil myself. But I've got a few little beauts to try out, do and play with. So we'll see how we get on. But I know you guys are all probably out and about doing your own thing. So first of all, going in with a primer because it just gives you that great base that your makeup will adhere to. It'll also close up your pores, make them look less obvious, and give you a really nice finish to your makeup. I apologise that it's at like just after 4 in the afternoon, but I had 0 sleep last night. Although my fitness tracker reckons I had 7.5 hours. Funny that, because it reckons I went to sleep at like 2 in the morning. I remember looking at the clock at 4. Trust me, I remember looking at the clock at 4. So I don't quite know what I was talking about. And then I was woken up at about 7. And then I was woken up. What time was I woken up then? I was woken up about 10. And then my daughters got picked up and they've been taken away by their dad. They're going off to America. I'm not jealous, I'm not jealous. Air-conditioned building. Not jealous, not jealous. I'm sure they'll have an amazing time. My ex's girlfriend, she's American, so they go out there and visit her family, which I think is lovely. Okay. God, it's hot. I'm like melting. I'm not complaining, no, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining because we haven't had weather like this in a long time. So I'm just letting that base coat go off. I'm going to try and make this a quick video, but I'm not that slow at doing makeup. It's not like I'm one of these people that spends hours in front of the mirror because that's just insane. So, going in with the... Oh, God, hang on. Going in with the Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. My shade is... What is my shade? Velour, I believe. I went for a lighter shade. Reason being is I kind of like to use it as a highlighter as well. But I've decided, because I don't have the unique primer, I've decided to put it underneath purely because I think that the primer, my primer that I use, doesn't go very well with this particular product. So putting it underneath, I then put my BB cream over the top and it just seems to blend it out nicer. So pat it in and I go down and I try and hide the dark circles of non-sleep. So just down there. And like I said before, I always go around my nose because I have broken veins around my nose. Probably because I've got an enormous nose. And then any imperfections. So at the moment, got this one because I'm a terrible picker and I've been picking and pick the scab. Never mind. So In we go, and we just sort of pat and drag all in the problem areas that you get where you're looking. Oh God, my hair's flying about all over the place. All in those problem areas, those red areas, and it just gets rid of those sort of red, tired, dark circles. We go down the cheek to try and blend out that sort of crease that you get. So I know no one's on at the minute, but I was just wondering what everyone's up to this summer holidays. They've got kids. What are they thinking of the weather? I'm finding it lovely. I'm refusing to complain. Because you just know that when the rain comes back, everyone will be moaning. So I'm trying to make the most of it, but it is very, very hot. Like ridiculously hot. So now I'm going in with my BB cream, which is just Rimmel London. And it's the Radiance, but it's a really good match to my skin, and it's got like all sorts in it. So, and it's got an SPF 20, so it just means that my skin's nice and protected in this heat. But it's also giving you that sort of nice polished finish look. So when we go with this, making sure to blend it into the hairline, because otherwise you'll end up with like two-tone. Nobody wants two-tone. And what you can do is you can always get a baby wipe and just run it along your hairline, just to get rid of any sort of makeup that's sort of stuck. But this stuff's quite good, it don't sort of stick to those problem areas. Down onto the cheek. Bloody hair everywhere, honestly. Down onto the face. I always use my hand. I can sometimes use a brush just to blend it out, but I do find that using my hand is a better form of applying the makeup, because you're not rubbing it back off, especially with those blender sponges. You can find that actually half your makeup, even if you damp it, half your makeup's been absorbed into the blender brush. So you're actually going through a 10 ton of makeup when in fact you don't actually have to. The other thing I like about this is I've always got a really dry nose, like super dry. And if I'm not careful, it sort of pulls and sort of looks broken and cracked. And I've got bloody poxy nose piercing. I'm trying to get in around that. A bit of a pain in the rear end. So, nearly there. Bloody builders. Me. Don't know if you can hear that on there. Right. That's as good as it's going to get. Okay. Just a little dab around me zit. It's not really a zit anymore. It was a zit bloody ages ago, and I've been picking it. So, naughty me. I do that when I'm stressed and when I'm anxious as well. Not that I've got anything to be stressed or anxious about, but I look really shiny now. But there's a way to get rid of that. Ooh, I thought I was going to have to get up and find baby wipes. There's some right next to me. Handy, eh? I swear if my kids walk past my bedroom door now, they'll think I'm talking to myself. Dougie's asleep. Passed out on the sofa. Baby's just been fed. James is downstairs with them, so just went up to him and said, I'm going to go and do a live now, babe. And I've been in bed most of the afternoon because I didn't sleep last night. And he sort of looked at me like, I said, it's all right, I'll cook dinner. You know, he's all right. He'll be all right. Right, let's try and sort myself out because I'm getting backache. Right, so like I said, you have to go down your neck, or at least very slightly, just to blend that out. But like I said, I think that's quite a good match for my skin tone. Another bit of good news. is I got on the scales this morning and I've lost 2 pounds. So I've only got 4 pounds to go. And then I'm beach body ready because I'm going away to Turkey in September with my mum because she's been given the all clear. Well, not the all clear, but she's been given the go ahead to fly. So I'm dead chuffed about that. Super duper chuffed. Hey, Sarah. If you're there, hi. Hope you're all right. Hope you're not dying in this heat like me. I'm melting. Look. So I'm just said that I'm just going to focus on doing my my brows and my eyes, just, you know, in case anyone wants to know how I do my brows, because everybody says to me, oh, your brows are on fleek, they look amazing, and it's super duper simple to do. So I thought, oh, do you know what, I might as well just do a live quickly, although my last one I was a bit embarrassed. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so put my base on, and as I was saying, oh God, I keep putting it away. Put my base on, and didn't get unique. I haven't got a unique base because at the moment it's too bloody hot for foundation. So I'm sticking to my Rimmel Radiance. It's not expensive, but it's really good in this heat, and it's got an SPF 20 in it. So, and it's matched my skin brilliantly. So. I did, however, go in first of all with the the Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer by Unique, and that's in velour, so it's a slightly lighter colour. And I just went around my eyes, around the broken veins around my nose because I hate them, and got my zit because I'm a picker. Naughty. Right, so now I'm going in with the Behold Translucent Powder. This stuff's amazing because it literally sticks to your makeup like glue, and it stops it from smudging off. Literally doesn't budge once you put it on. It's a translucent powder, and it mattifies as well, so you don't look like, well, you'll see in a sec, I'll suddenly go all nice and unshiny. But like I've said before, I don't like that whole matte look, like complete matte look. I think it doesn't look natural. Everybody's got a shine to their face, so I build up a very gentle what's the word? Highlight, I suppose you'd call it. Just a gentle glow, because I like the sort of dewy look rather than the heavily, because I just think when you put the matte stuff over, it makes you look like you've poxy hair. So here we go, in with this. And I don't know if you can see, I've got a proper moustache of sweat now. Blot it on my arm. And what that'll do is it'll just matte everything up, if you can see. I was just saying, Sarah, I don't know if you are there, but what do you think of this weather then? Are you getting sick of it? Are you still loving it? I've said that I refuse to complain because I just know that when it starts raining, everyone's going to be moaning about, oh, it's so cold. So I'm just like, no, embrace it, embrace it. Yes, it's awful at night. I'm actually considering when I go camping in the New Forest next week, buying a mini aircon unit. Try and keep us all cool, because you can imagine what a tent will be like when you've been out all day. God, it's going to be awful. Super duper hot. Right, so that's all I've done so far. Then I get and I genuinely love this. It's the Beachfront Bronzer by Unique, and it's in Sunset. The reason I like this is it's not orange, because I look like an idiot with like orange bronzer. But what I like to do with this is I like to go in like a slight, not a lot, a slight contour. So just a small bit there, blend it out. You can see a small bit here, blend it out. I never go right down because I just think that looks idiotic. And it just gives you that shading without it looking silly. And then if it pleases you, you can go across the top. You're basically just picking out all the bits that would naturally be sort of shaded by your hairline. So you just go along here, give it a good old brush in. So nothing too horrendous, nothing too, and you can go down your nose, but I'm going to leave my nose alone, I think. Then we have got Benevolent shade of highlighter. This is a like cream to powder, and so one swipe down the nose, one up here, one up there, bit across here, bit across there. That's it. And then what this dries to a powder, so you just give it a good rub in, just to give you that natural, just wherever the light would naturally hit your face. Blinking nose. And then here and here. I'm still sweating. I need like air-conditioned. I feel sorry for anyone who's pregnant in this weather. I would literally. I'm so glad that I had him in February, because I think I'd be dead by now. Awful. I'm going to rub that off, because I don't know if you can see. I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter on. I shouldn't have even bothered putting foundation on my nose, to be honest, because I don't really need it. So just going to put that Benevolent just over the top, just to blend it with my makeup. Hopefully that looks right. Yeah. So that's the base, pretty much done, and a bit of blusher just for the apple of your cheeks. And again, I've got Collection, which I think is just a super jobby, but let's face it, it's just blusher in it. So on the apple of the cheek, and just blend it out. Oh God, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. There we go. Just right. So that's it for my sort of skin. You know, I could go out like this and look fine, but we're on to the brows now. And I actually got this online. It's the eyebrow stamp, but I hate the stamps because they never match your eyebrows. But this stuff is really good because once it's on, it doesn't move, and that's what I like about it. So I bought myself just a cheapo brush from eBay, just a nice eyebrow brush, nice sort of thin brush, and this is how I do my brows. So I just go in, just load up the brush ever so slightly, and then, I don't know if I can do this like both ways. So I go across the top, just chasing the shape of my brow, and then I go across the bottom, again just tracing the shape of my brow. So what we're doing is we're sort of constructing it and then filling it in afterwards. And then when I get here, I just drag it down, never go past, like imagine if you've got a ruler, never go past that point because you'd look silly, and into a nice little point. So that's the sort of framework for the eyebrow, and then I'll just fill that in. Now what you want to do is, the eyebrows are always thinner at the front, so doing a big block there would just look silly. So I don't load it up anymore. I just go with what I've got. And that's it. You see that? So nothing too in your face, nothing too, but it just gives you that definition. And eyebrows, I do think, are one of the most important things on someone's face because it definitely frames your face. For years, I used to pluck mine till they were practically non-existent. And also because I've got red hair, I have actually had my eyebrows tattooed, like a semi-permanent tattoo. That was a while back now. And what happens is when they fade, because they don't last forever, when they fade, they go a funny colour, like red or pink. So what I tend to do is I just cover it up. So again, just follow the line of your eyebrow underneath. And then when I get here, just down, just to there, and then we just fill it in. Yeah, they're like red. Red. You can't see it in that, but they're seriously red. Fill it in. And then when we get here, quite a lot on there. So it doesn't look blocky. Because that doesn't look natural. There you go. They're probably uneven, but I'm doing this in a rush. It's fine. So that's that. But as I said, that the eyebrow stamp stuff, only cheap as chips. I think it comes from China. And I like it because Isabel, my eldest, she always tells me that, "Oh, Mummy, your eyebrows don't match your face," or "it doesn't match your hair colour." But actually, I think that's as close as I'm going to get to a match, to be honest. Because let's face it, who the hell does ginger hair eyebrows? Nobody. You've got to do blonde or brown or whatever. So I've gone for like a light brown because my hair's not a light ginger, it's sort of a darker ginger. So focusing on the eyes today. I have got this that I got in my kit, which is the Unique pressed powder. And it came with 4 colours: Discreet, Gentle, Witty and Alive. I like these two. Not so keen on these, so I'm going to get some more. But these are great because you pop the back out and it takes them out, so you can order more and put whatever colour, so you can have your own shades, whatever you want. And they're not terribly expensive either, and they last forever. So what I do at the moment, again, because I haven't got any other eyeshadows at the moment, Katie Price, I know, but I do like the colours that she's got, which is like just a normal sort of, not too in your face, just nudes, natural colours, I guess. So what I do is, where is it? I get my Unique blending brush, and I have to say this is a bloody good brush. I'm always like, yeah, why would you spend loads of money on a brush? It's a brush. Some brushes work out all right when you buy them, some don't. This one's brilliant because it really does blend the colour out. So what you would do first is you'd use a different brush. This is the one that came in the Katie Price thing. What I tend to do first is I go in with a very light shade. So that could be the Discreet in the Unique palette as well, because that's a sort of normal sort of skin tone colour, I guess. And then I'll just go over the brow, over the lid, and up a little bit higher. Trying to do this as fast as I can. See, so as you can see, it's not really making much of a difference, but it's just getting rid of that redness like within the eye. And I've got terrible sagging hoods. I don't know if you can see, they're like, but that would be my H.E.D.S, my stretchy skin. So you just do that, which then just mats up the eye and gives you a great base for any colours that you want to put on. So what I tend to do is I tend to build. So I've gone in with that, and now I'm going to go in with that colour because there's a couple of, that's shiny, they're both shiny. I wanted a matte because I don't want it to look too obvious that I'm wearing loads of makeup. I'm not wearing loads. So I'll go in with this one. What you want to do is you want to start at the corner of your eye. Then you want to go up and blend it out. So I'll start with this bit and just build up the colour. So you start here and just drop it in there, and then you go up like that. And then I'll do the same on this side. So always start on the outer corner and then bring it in, because you'll get the darker shades there and then you'll blend it into the crease. So right round like so. Bit more. I mean, if this was the Unique stuff, I don't probably only have to do it like 1 or 2 sweeps, but this is Katie Price cheap stuff. So you have a look at it and you think, right, well, you know, that's not really made much of a difference at all. So what you can then do is you go in with a darker shade. So I'm going in with this one, which again is another matte. I have no idea what they're called. I'm just pointing at them because they don't have names. And again, you'd start on the outer corner and then bring it over. On the outer corner and then bring it over. And this is where we switch to the unique brush. So on and then bring it right over. See, what I've found as I've gotten older is because my eyelids sag a little bit, I actually have to go higher up to make it look like my eyelids aren't as droopy as they actually are. Unfortunately, it's something my mum gave me as well, which I've always said that my mum definitely gave me the H.E.D.S anyway, but she actually had a facelift at 40 something to get rid of the fact that her eyelids were sinking. I don't think I've got that luxury though, to be honest. So that and that give you this. And as I said, I like to bring it up a little bit higher, and then you just keep working it until you're happy that it's all blended out and it looks fairly even. Look like a clown now. Then what I will do is I'll grab another brush. This is just another cheapo brush, but it's quite nice. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, it's just another eyeshadow brush, but it's smaller. So to tie the look in, that darker shade that I've just done, so that darker shade there, I will grab it and I will run it under the eye. Grab it and run it under the eye. Again, like when I first started doing this, I was like, I look like a panda. Because you do, you look like a panda. But once you tie the whole look in together, it actually works really well. So at the moment, I look like I'm a freaking panda. And then to finish the look, I am actually going in with the Unique, and I'm going in with the Gentle, which is a shiny, but I swear the pigment, you'll see in a sec, the pigment in this, the second it goes on, it's like poof. But it's just to lighten the eyelid. So I don't go very far, I just go across the eyelid from the corner, and I put a little bit more in the corner just to highlight. God, you can't see it in this light, but it's really good. Maybe you'll see it on this side. You see that? I don't know, it just gives you that pop, but it's really sharp. Well, it's not really shiny, but it just gives you that, makes your eyes look alive. And then just, as I said, a little bit in the crease. So that's that bit done. Now you could leave it if you wanted to and then put some mascara on. That'll give you a very natural shape. Or you could, I've got two different eyeliners. Now I don't think I'm going to do this because I've been on a live for freaking ages now. So I will put my mascara on in a sec and that'll be my finished look. But the Moonstruck Precision Pencil Eyeliner is smudge proof. So what you can do is you can go under the lash line and then you have to give it a bit of a rub because it's smudge proof. But if you just sort of soften the line, it gives you a really nice sort of finish around the eye. And then I've got the Precision Liquid Eyeliner. What I love about this is it's a pen, because you know you get these horrible pots with the long, and you put it on, it's like, and you're like, oh my God. And then you have to take all your makeup off because it's the last thing you do, and then you've got to start all over again. What I like about this is it is like a pen. So you just literally draw it on. It's so much easier to do than these pots with the ridiculous, honestly ridiculous, because I can't do it. You know the ones with a really thin line? I'm like, look insane. So that's that. And then I'm going in with this is like the sort of There's two different ones. There's a 3D fibre lash. That's really when you're going out and you want to look fake, false eyelash like effect. This is just the unique Moonstruck Epic mascara. I have to say it is epic. It just gives you, they only do it in black. My mum was a bit disappointed about that, but she's a bit old-fashioned. She thinks that brown looks better. But if you want to pack a wallop, black's always best. So you just go in from the root and then you twist and pull. So in, twist and pull. And what this does is it coats the lashes individually, and it also helps curl them as well, so that not only is it sort of, and it builds them up. So there is, I believe, fibres in this that help extend your eyelashes. So like bald eyelash, that's pretty amazing. And when I was pregnant, well, after I had Fraser, my eyelashes disappeared, never to be seen again. I don't know why. My hair didn't. My eyelashes fell out instead. So there you go. You only need one coat. You don't need, I mean, you can build it up, so you can do 3 coats if you want, but I find the more you build up with any mascara, it'll end up clumping, and then that just, it's not a good look. So in, twist and pull. Oh God, look. Knew something was going to go wrong. Always does with me. Just poke myself with mascara. There we go. And now just the bottom lashes, just a gentle coating. You don't want them really thick because that just looks, again, a little bit silly. But it does tie the sort of the eyeshadow that you've done along the bottom. It ties it in, and it doesn't make it look quite so panderish, believe it or not. What face am I putting? A goldfish, probably. Yep. There you go. And that is my finished sort of look. And then if I'm feeling really daring, I will go in with the Splash lip, well, it's in a lip gloss pack, but it's a lipstick, so it goes on really nice, and this is in Stella. I always go slightly below my lip line, not like miles below, just to give you that added oomph. Tiny bit more. And that's it. Now, this is a full-on lipstick, So what I do, I haven't got a bloody tissue, so I'll do it on the back of my hand. What I do to make this last longer is I will, with a tissue normally, blot off the excess, and then I go in with, and I put it back in my bag because I'm an idiot, the Behold translucent powder. Because what you do, if I can find a freaking brush, pat it off, pat, pat. And then number one, it will mattify even more. But number two, it makes it one of those like forever lipsticks. It lasts hours now without it. Nothing. 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 So that's my little hack. And that's me done. Thank you for watching. Hit, comment or whatever. Any questions, ask me a question. If you're watching this on replay, press replay, type replay. Just let me know you've watched it. And like I said, any questions. Just another couple of things. The presenter kit. So the kit that I have got, you don't need to be a full-blown presenter for it. You can join up and get that whole kit for £51.75 as opposed to over £250. So if you feel that you want to grab that kit whilst it's still available and get £250 worth of stuff for just £51.75, you've got till the end of July to do it. The other thing that I want to talk about is the fact that with Unique, it's not just about makeup. They've actually got a charity set up for victims of domestic violence. And it's all about empowering women and building people up. And that's why, one of the reasons why I joined, because I thought, what a nice thing to do. Oh, and I've also missed that you highlight your eyebrow, just below your eyebrow. I haven't done it, but yeah, just go here if you want to. So, yeah, it's all about empowering women and making them feel good about themselves and giving back to charity and for one, victims of domestic abuse. Having been a victim of domestic abuse myself, I couldn't think of anything better. And knowing that, anything that I purchase from them, proceeds do go to the charity, which I find amazing. So thank you. Love you. Have a good day. Take it easy.